How are you?
We are fine, not excellent quality.
How was the night?
The night was okay.
Okay, sit down. Okay, what are you going to study? Which subject are you going to study? Social studies. Very good. Sit down now. So, who can remind us what we studied last time in social studies? What did we study last time in social studies? Yes, Gilbert? Last time we studied about transport. Who can tell us the meaning of transport? What does transport mean? Yes, what's it? Loudly, please, so that everyone can hear you well.
Transport is the movement of people, goods, from one place to another.
Very good. Shall say that transport is the movement of people and goods from one place to another. And I think we studied also the types of transport. How many types of transport do we see? How many types of transport? Yes, my friend Ishime. How many are they, first of all? Yes? How many types of transport? There are three. You remember three only? All of them. Hey, Jesus. For you, you remember 6 types of transport. Once they ask you how many they are, they need to know the number. Do you get me, my friend? There are 6 types of transport. One is road transport, pipeline transport, railway transport, Asha, air transport, Leslie, cable transport, put that sweater down, yes, and water transport. It's okay, very good. Now let us use time well and we go through today's topic. So you see here, I have brought different things here to you. What is this? What is this? But this is a microphone. So, I have other things. This one. Now this one. Is there any person who doesn't know this one? Delhi? This is a telephone. Very good. And I have another thing here. What do you think is inside? This one. What do you think this is? Yes, this is that we put inside something that one can That food, okay, it is okay. But what is the name of that thing you put inside? Before you send it, what do you put here inside? What does it call? Yes, Mushum. It is called a letter. This is an envelope letter. Yes? The envelope which helps us to cover the letter, then we send them to our friends. We've got another thing here. If you don't know these things, you are zero in technology. Yes, my friend. This is a computer. I think you study ITC nowadays here. Do you study ITC?
Yes.
I've got my thing here now. What is this? Yes, Linda. This is
a radio.
It is used for what? What is the use of this radio? What is the use of this radio? Yes, my friend.
For hearing music. Or music saying.
Very good. This friend of ours, Jishi Modani, has said that we use the radio for listening to the music or news and so on. Now, according to the materials you have observed, according to the things you have seen, who can guess and tell us what do you think that you are going to study? What do you think you are going to study? Yes, Benny? Okay, clap for Benny. We are going to study about communication. Then, we need someone. What do you understand in communication? When you understand the word communication, what comes to your head? Linda, pay attention. Follow. What comes to your mind when you understand the word communication? Yes, Erimo? Loudly, please, so that everyone can listen to what you are saying.
Communication means receiving and exchange of information.
Very good. Clap for him, please. Gishimo has given us a good meaning of communication. Has given us, whatever. Has given us the true meaning of what we call communication. Means, in simple words, communication means exchanging or sharing of information. Do you get it?
Yes.
Sending and receiving of information. Let me give you an example. To understand what you call communication easily, if I take my smartphone, I call someone. I call a person telling him or her something I want to tell him. Am I lying?
No.
Once I'm telling him or her something, I am sharing her information. Yes? Anything that you can tell a person, that is what you call information. News, messages. Yes? If I type a message, yes, my friend Ishimwe, Saturday we have a debate, please come here. That is a message I'm sharing. Yes?
Yes.
I send it and he receives it on his telephone. That is what we call communication. Sharing of information. You get me?
Yes.
Very good. So now, we have, do we do communication in one way? Eh? So, it means that we have different ways, different forms, different types of communication. Can you get some? Yes, what's it?
Verbal communication.
What?
Verbal communication.
There is what you call verbal communication. Another one?
Written communication.
There is written communication and the
Non-verbal communication.
non-verbal communication. Do you understand the meaning of verbal, non-verbal, written? Do you know them? You don't know?
Yes.
Very good. That is why you are now here to study. We are going to study it, but we are going to do what we call social constructivism, cooperation, social constructivism, working in groups, cooperation, helping each other. Yes?
Yes.
So, you are going to go to your respective groups. Then, how many groups do you have here in the class?
4.
There are 4 groups. See? So, group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, group number 4. First of all, group number 1, each group, the question you have to define it, to write the definition of communication. Communication. Then after that, group number 1 will also discuss about written communication. Because you have said that communication is classified amongst into three types. Among them, we have written communication. So, group 1, you will deal with written communication. Group number 2, you will define communication. After defining communication, you talk about verbal communication. Verbal communication. Group number 3, you will define communication. After defining communication, you will talk about non-verbal communication as the type of communication. Then group number 4, the last group, you will give us the definition of communication. Then after, you give us the importance of communication. Do you think that the communication is important?
Yes.
Eh?
Yes.
This is what group number 4 is going to find for us. There's some importance of communication. And these groups, which are going to talk about the types of communication, remember to add the tools or the means used in that type of communication. You get me? Because, for example, the way I use this microphone is different from the way I use this letter. So they are in different category, different type of communication. The way I use this radio is different from the use I use this smartphone. To mean that they have different use, they are used differently, so that they are in different groups. Do you get me well?
Yes.
Then everyone go to groups. I will give you a paper. Then you have seen your task. You have 7 minutes. 7 minutes to discuss. Okay? Seven minutes to discuss it. You have 7 minutes to discuss and 1 minute for each group to present.
Yes.
You get me well? Yes? The type. But your group is which group? To talk about verbal communication. What is the meaning of verbal communication? You don't know? Is the type of communication which uses the spoken words. Speak, verbal. Yes? It's the type of communication which uses spoken words. That's what you call verbal communication. Rinda, that should give me those things. Okay? Group number? 1. You are going to talk about written communication. I think it is understandable.
Yes.
Written communication.
Yes.
Very good. Something sweet there. And remember that when you are doing group, everyone has to participate.
Yes.
The lighter must be where everyone can see it. So this group is group
Number 3.
Number 3. We are going to discuss about nonverbal communication.
Yes.
Do you know what nonverbal communication is? It's a communication which doesn't use words, which use body.
Which use body?
Yes, body, the body parts. Is the communication which uses no words. That is it. That's the meaning. Then you find examples. Group number?
4.
Talking about it?
Importance of communication.
You have 5 minutes remaining. Yes, 5 minutes remaining. Theta, you have to be with others, please. Is the communication which doesn't use words. Yes?
But can that non-verbal communication
No, microphone you are speaking, use words. For example, say a person will do like this. You are giving him a message. Come on.
What is that?
But you are not, you call it body language. Okay, you say that non-verbal is the communication which uses body language. Body language. Like that. For example, a person, have you eaten? You are giving him a message. Without saying any word. Yes? These people who don't talk, they use non-verbal communication. We call them deaf. Deaf and dumb people. That Marenga you are talking about is what you call body. Yes. You have 5 minutes remaining. No, the communication which use spoken words, not use which use spoken words to give the message.
No, that was true.
Written communication. You are not finished. Remember, still have a
What is communication?
Be quick. problem? Is everyone participating? Yes, you are talking about nonverbal communication. Means using body language. Then you give some examples. Yes? Once you go there in front to present, you will give us an example of how you use nonverbal communication. You say that it is. You say, for example, have you eaten? You ask your friend, have you eaten? Say no. Or yes. This is a nonverbal communication. Yes? Once you are smiling, it is a communication. Advertisement or announcement. Announcement or advertisement. Advertisement means come. Then the matangazo and announcement. So you have 3 minutes remaining. 3 minutes remaining. Any tools you can find. Hectic. Or we go to them with headphone or earphone. Écoutez, earphone. Yes, of course. Any problem here? 2 minutes remaining. Because once you're watching television, they are speaking. You say earphone, ear of this one, not ear of the ear. Earphone. Okay, have you finished it? Yes. Group number 4? Yes. Ready? Number 2? Ready? Yes. Number 1?
Yes.
Finished? Yes. Okay. Yes. Group 2? Stop. Now is the time. Okay. Everyone now sits straightly, looking at the chalkboard. Now we are going to hear group number 1. You come in front, you present us what you have discussed about. You have 1 minute of presentation. Others, you have to be following what they are doing silently. Okay? 1 minute. You need the microphone.
Thank you. As they said, we are group number 1. We are going to answer the questions. They have asked us what is communication. First of all, we are group number 1. I'm going to present the names of my group. There is Byishimo, Derek, and Kerive, and Nziza. I'm going to give you Byishimo to present for you what we have done.
Here they have asked us to define communication. So what is communication? Communication means exchanging of information.
I'm going to define the term which is called written communication. Written communication is the type of communication used to communicate by writing.
By writing. Okay? What are the tools that we can now use in the written communication?
Telephone.
Telephone by writing a message, okay?
Letter.
Letters. That's all. Okay. Do you
Thank
have
you.
any questions to ask? No question. Clap for them. Thank you. Okay. Very good. Group number 1 have presented us about written communication, where they have seen that written communication means sharing of information by writing. It is written communication, which comes from verb to write. Do you get me? It means that once you are giving people the message by writing, you are using that type of communication, which you call written communication. And we have different tools or the means of written communication. For example, the telephone. Telephone can be used in different types of communication. Telephone can be used in written communication once you write the message and send it to someone. We have letters, like this one you have seen. Once you use these letters, a person who is going to find the letter, you have to write first of all. It is not the words which are not there, which a person can hear, but reading. And you read something which is written. Any question? No question. Let us now hear group number 2, but use 1 minute, please. Come quickly and present us what you have found out. Others, follow. One minute.
Thank you. As you said, we are group number 2. We are going to present the name of group number 2. There is Baraka, Linda, Bene, Ayela, and Wase. I'm going to give the speech to Linda to define for us communication. Thank you.
Thank you. Communication means exchanging or sharing information. I'm going to give Baraka.
Thank you. I'm gonna define about communication.
Okay.
Is the communication used for spoken words to give the message.
To give the message.
My name is Yanez Bene. I am going to tell you the tools we use on communication. My microphone.
We can use the microphone like this one to tell people.
Voice recorder.
Voice recorders.
Telephone.
Telephone. That's all we have found.
And others.
And the others. You have got others? Yes.
Thank you. We have headphones, television, computer.
And the computers. Any question about the group? No question. Thank you so much. Clap for them. Put your paper here. Hey, give me your paper. I will mark it. Okay, very good. The group have presented about the verbal communication, and we have seen that verbal communication is the type of communication where a person uses spoken word by speaking. Do you get me? Yes. The other one was written by writing, and this one is the verbal communication which uses spoken words. Linda? Spoken words. So, in the verbal communication, we have different means, different tools that we can use in the verbal communication. We have, for example, telephone. You can have a telephone and you call your friend, you tell him by speaking. We have radio. Once the journalist is presenting the news, they are speaking. That is verbal communication. Once you tell your friend, yes, good morning, my friend Irina. That is verbal communication because you are talking, you are speaking to each other. I think no one has a problem about this verbal communication. Any problem? No. Very good. Let us hear group number 3. Come on. You have 1 minute, please.
Thank you, your group number 3. The name of group, they are Mutoni, Mushumba, Beste, Ishimwe. I'm going to give Mushumba to define communication.
Communication is the process of exchanging information between two people or more people.
Yes.
My name is Nazabeth Living. I'm going to define non-verbal communication. Non-verbal communication means using body language.
Body language. How? Can you give us an example of how you use the body language?
Have you eaten?
Do you see?
Have you studied? Have you watched television?
Any other question? Any other thing to talk? No. Very good. Hey, before the group goes to sit, I want you to understand this type of communication which you call non-verbal communication. Maybe you have not understood it well. This non-verbal communication is the type of communication which uses body language. It means that for non-verbal communication, there are no words. You use only your body. Are you getting me? For example, if a person asks you, will you go to church on Sunday? Sometimes you can say yes, like this, without saying yes or yes. If you are eating, for example, a person asks you, is this food delicious? You do like this. You mean what? Yes. If you do like this? No. You mean? No. No. For example, even the people can give the message without talking. If you see a person being like this, what do you think about him? Is it? Sad. He is sad. He is showing that he is sad, but without telling you that shut up. I mean, Asha, I am sad. But you can see it by reading his body expression. You see? Once you see people all together and they are laughing, what do you think that is between them? Yes, Benny? You think that they are happy? They are happy. It means that they are using the communication, they are sharing information, they are sharing message to tell you that they are happy, but without even saying it. That type of communication, which use no words, that is what you call non-verbal communication. Is there any problem about non-verbal communication? No. Okay, clap for this group. Give me your work. Now, in 30 seconds, let us hear group number 4. You be quick.
Thank you. As we said, group number 4, I'm going to share you with the members of the group. There is Leah, Asha, and Cesano. I'm going to give Leah to define for us the definition of communication.
Communication is the process of changing information between two people.
The process of exchanging, not changing. Exchanging, repeat.
Exchanging
information. Okay, come on.
Thank you. I'm going to give you the importance of communication. Communication helps us to express our ideas. Communication helps us to get jobs easily using online shop.
Using what? Online shop. Okay. Online shop. Very good idea.
Communication help us to promote trade.
To promote trade. Okay? That's all? Someone has a question here. Elmo Kerbe, ask your question. Express?
No. Express idea.
To promote online. He is asking how communication can help us to do online shop.
Like, for example, there is a process which we call Kicukiro, where you go and tap anything you want. They show you the price and you buy, they bring for you at your home.
Have you listened? Have you listened to it? There are some online shops which work on internet. Yes? Like you have said it, Kiku. You go with your telephone, your smartphone, or your computer. You go on the website of Kiku, you see the different things, different goods which are there, and they have price. For example, you can see the laptops on that Kiku. You say that, for example, this laptop is 100,000. You see? If you find that you need it, you may at least send the money by using your account, by using your mobile money or Tigo Cash. Then they bring you the machine or another thing that you have bought at your home. You see? Without moving, without going to the market. Very good. Is there any other question you can ask group 4? No other question. Clap for the group. Okay, thank you so much, Group C. I'm very happy for your presentations because once you are working in a group works, you are helping each other. That is the first importance of group works. Because all the people are not strong on the same level. Do you know it? That is why you are, all of you don't get 100%. Some go to 90, others go to 70. But once you work in a group, one who has got 40 is helping that one who has got 1. Things like that. So, we are talking about communication and the types of communication. And if you have no problem, we can end the lesson here. But if you have a problem, you can ask it about those 3 types of communication and the meanings used in them. Any question or something which you have not understood? Rina?
Some people doesn't have the telephone, the computers, radio. How can that one get the message from one people to another?
Okay. You want to answer her? Okay, good. Come on.
Why someone who don't have those materials, they use sometimes
Very good. It means that it is not a law. It is not an obligation to use all the types of communication. You use the type of communication that you can afford. For example, you are here in a classroom. Do you have telephones? No. Do you have computers? But you communicate. You communicate by using what? You can use your mouth. Yes? Very good. Another? Yes, Ishimwe? Another social media. They take the pictures of you. Yeah, those will be just among the questions, among the problems that communication faces, because there are these people who are called the hackers. These hackers are treated to communication because sometimes they enter into your communication tools, into your means of communication, and they use them as they are their own. Yes? We shall see it once we will be talking about the problems facing communication. So any other question? No other question? Thank you so much for today's lesson. It was a very fantastic. See you.
Nibavuga ireme ry'uburezi ujye uhita wumva Happy Kids School. Iri shuri riherereye hano Gahanga iruhande rw'isoko ukase ku muhanda werekeza kuri cricket neza imbere y'urusengero rwa ADP. Kushaka ibindi bisobanuro wahamagara kuri izi nimero zikurikira: 0788 30 66 83.